Thanks.
Yes, I'll tell him. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Morning, Dee.
Ah, this is your day off, Doctor. What are you doing here?
Self-discipline.
Well, as long as you're here, I have these messages for you. Arnold Slocum, Dr. Riverside. Arnold Slocum, Arnold
I could
Slocum.
use some coffee, Dee. What did Arnold want? Or shouldn't I ask?
Oh, it's about those management objective reports. Oh, and your lunch with Dr. Riverside.
Riverside? Oh. What is that all about?
You don't know? Well, I thought that's why you came in here today. I think it's that luncheon meeting with Tilton Cook. You know, the industrialist? It's something about an endowment.
I'll bet.
Well, everyone else seems to know you're here because you have a consult meeting at 3 o'clock. You have grand rounds at 4:30 and... Oh, Doctor, are you all right?
Okay, it's all right. That's my hands. I need them to pay the rent, you know.
I'm really sorry. Look, I have some lotion here. Let me see your hand.
No, that's fine.
Look, I wasn't even thinking. I hope I haven't spoiled your birthday.
No, you haven't. How did you know it was my birthday?
Oh, Kim told me. Your daughter? She called and she wants to take you out to dinner. That is so sweet.
I'll call her. Who else knows?
Well, after all these years, I'm sure everybody knows.
No. Nobody knows. Unless you told them.
I didn't tell anybody.
Good, let's keep it that way. It is privileged information, my privilege. I don't want anyone else to know, okay?
Boy, are you a party pooper.
Listen, Miss, last thing I want to do is walk around the corner someplace into a surprise. I have managed to keep it a secret here for the last 15 years, so let's just keep our discretion intact, shall we?
Yes, Doctor.
And, by the way, what do you know about gorillas? Singing gorillas.
Doctor, gorillas do not sing. Do they?
This one did at 6 o'clock this morning. And when I find the clown who sent him...
John, well, congratulations.
For what?
Well, you know for what.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
Yes, your management report. The board just loved it. Well, most of them did anyway.
Except those things that cost, I gather.
Well, John, we still have to address ourselves to inflation. That battle hasn't been won yet.
Somehow I don't think it ever will.
Oh, John, about lunch today. You know, with Stanley and the others. Can we count on you?
You've got a minute.
I can't make it. Talk to me, Dr. Jackson.
Oh, I have got this patient, Martha Meyer. She's in room 419, and she has got me talking to myself. I admitted her through ER yesterday. She's got blunt abdominal trauma from a vehicle-pedestrian collision. I started her on fluids, and she seemed to be doing well. And then all of a sudden, today, her vitals are not so hot.
Fever, tachycardia, shocky.
How'd you know?
Well, it just seems to be the trend these days. You want me to take a look in on her?
I would appreciate it. Don't go in now, though. Go in 15 minutes.
Why not now?
You're changing the bedding.
Oh, yes, sure. Well, I can't wait. So listen, I'll look in on Myers. You take care of the Wainwright girl.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Well, are you coming or going? Jeez, I hated this patient.
Mrs. Myers, I'm Dr. McIntyre.
Big deal. Another bedpan cowboy.
I understand you haven't been feeling well lately.
Lower than quail rot in a wheel rut. What are you people doing? I came in here with a bellyache and a bump on the head. Now look at me. I can't even go to the can.
Well, we think you may have some bleeding inside, and to avoid any unnecessary surgery, we would like to run some more tests.
Well, do whatever you have to do, but make it fast. Training to be done. Races to run.
John, listen, you have to reconsider. This lunch is terribly important.
Come on, Stan, I told you I can't. I've got 4 patients here with a runaway pulse, runaway fever, and I've run out of answers.
I didn't know that you smoked.
I don't.
Well, then what? Well, listen, anyway, I know about all that. That's why I called Chung in on this from hematology. Listen, let him do some homework on it and let us do a lunch. Please, John. I made reservations at the Fairview and everything.
All right. All right, but no cake.
Order anything you like. Hospital's picking up the tab.
Dr. McIntyre, report to room 411, stat.
Who's that?
Natalie Wainwright.
Dr. McIntyre, room 411, stat.
What's happening?
Pressure's dropping out of sight, Trap. Temps 104. Respiratory distress.
Like septic shock. I keep pushing the fluids. Gloria, get me some dopamine fast. What the hell's going on here anyway? Alan?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I did it to myself. It's my fault. I let go of my energy. I just couldn't handle it anymore, you know?
Come on, I don't want to hear that. You just come back to Earth. You know, our minds and bodies get out of whack sometimes. We can't always control them.
But I try to think positive.
So do I. I think maybe you're trying too hard. Could explain your ulcer.
Excuse me.
Ah, lunch is here.
Do you have to go?
Well, I'm going to find out what ails you. You just rest a while. I'll be right back. Clover?
Mm-hmm.
Take care of my girl here, will you?
I sure will, Doctor.
Trap. I went over everything. All the lab reports are negative. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, find Riverside, Dr. Chung. Have him in my office in 20 minutes.
Gotcha.
So we're looking at 3, possibly 4 patients. A full age spectrum. All admitted for unrelated maladies. All experiencing similar symptoms. In my view, it's got to be some kind of systemic infection. Probably bacterial, but it could be viral.
Has the lab been able to isolate anything?
Not yet.
Well, come on, Al. Crack the whip down there, will you? Get a priority 1 with Computer General. Connection here somewhere. We got to find it. Visitors, food, patients share the same floor, the same duty nurse, cross-check everything. Stan, all the patients came through emergency, right?
Well, yes, sure. But I mean, you don't think that my department is responsible?
I want a full review. Put on all the extra manpower you need.
Right. Can't be too careful.
Trapper, I think quality control measures ought to be put in effect. ASAP.
Agreed. Stan, I want to run down on all equipment. Get the patients into isolation.
Isolation, John, isn't that a little extreme?
We may already have the start of an epidemic.
Isolation, right, stat. And John, let's get all available personnel on this. I mean, we don't want the health department nosing in. Dad'd have a fit.
Thank you for coming.
We got your message, John. Not the news we were hoping to hear.
Care to explain what our daughter's doing in there?
Yes. We think that her post-op problems were caused by some kind of a circulatory infection. I put her in isolation for her own protection, but you can relax. She's stable.
I don't like the vibes I'm getting, Vinny.
I want to see her.
I'm sorry, I can't let you go.
Put me in one of those suits. I want to see my daughter now.
Vince, your daughter has been through the mill. What she needs now is rest. As soon as we get the problem cleared up, we'll take her back, and you can spend all the time you want with her.
She's in trouble. I can feel it. She's transferring a lot of pain, Vinny.
You know, Doctor, I do a pretty good job of neutralizing my paranoia, but I'm having trouble right now, real trouble. You screwed up, didn't you? Oh, somebody did.
I honestly don't know what to tell you. There's some kind of a bug or virus going around. Natalie is not the only one in there. There are 2 other patients with the same reactions.
What'd I tell you, huh? Doctors.
Vinny, what about that homeopathic holistic herbalist in Marin? Maybe we could get him to come here.
First thing I want to do is get her out of